CEOs, you need to have one eye on clients, business profits, and etc., and another eye on your teams and employees. Hi there, welcome to Gives Like Consulting Podcast. Hope you're doing amazing. Today we'll be recapitulating what we've learned, and I'm going to give you again some wisdom keys to handle toxicity in the workplace. I'll start right from the top of the pyramid to the bottom. So let's begin with the CEO. CEOs, you need to have one eye on clients, business profits, and etc., and another eye on your teams and employees. Don't abandon employee engagement only on HR, because HR needs support too. Sometimes they are overwhelmed. They've got a whole bunch of things to handle. They have to handle onboarding, payrolls, sick leave, vacation requests, and so on and so forth. That sometimes they don't have enough energy left to take care of all the rest. Very often, HR department don't feel supported by the CEOs. However, they are the ones on the field. They see when employees are not happy, and when sometimes they try to draw attention on it from the top management, they are too busy and too focused on bringing in more clients. Listen, if all you're interested in is to bring in more clients and your team is not solid enough to handle all these clients, how are you going to get customer satisfaction? You want bad review on the internet? Because nowadays, it can go as fast as that. And one bad review can cost you thousands of dollars. Is that what you want? I bet no. So you might as well give a proper attention to what's going on with your teams and employees and not just leave that entirely on HR, okay? And HR team, please stay to the core of what HR is supposed to be. There is nothing worse than a toxic HR department. Gosh. If management is toxic and now HR is also toxic, where are the employees supposed to turn to? They've got no support here. HR department is supposed to be a safe place where employees can turn to when they need support. But in some workplaces, it be the worst. That needs to stop, okay? You can't call yourself HR department if all you do is oppressing the people because you've got some authority. Listen, authority is not given to oppress people. If you do that, you have no understanding of what leadership is supposed to be. Okay? So how can CEOs and HR managers work together to build a healthy culture company? First of all, you need to set up a regular meeting. It can be once a month or twice a month, depending on the size of the company. And CEOs, please listen to what the HR department has to say. Listen to their observations of what's going on in the field, listen to their concerns, and work together to find solutions. And HR managers, pay attention to the roadmap the CEO is given about the company. Their vision, their aspiration, and concerns. Ask clear and straightforward questions. Don't waste your time. CEOs are very peculiar with their time. Okay, so prepare the meeting ahead. Have all your documents at hand. Stay focused and on track. Dive straight into the subjects at hand. I'd even advise you sending them the topics you're going to discuss before the meeting starts so that they can have some time to think through. Okay? Be organized because there's nothing more annoying than having a meeting with someone who isn't well organized. You waste so much time for a small outcome. It's so annoying, seriously. So be organized and prepare yourself before the meeting. And make sure you put everything on the table. They need to know exactly what's going on with the teams and employees so that they can judge if it's safe to bring in more clients or not. Now, what do you do if a manager or a director of the company is being toxic to everybody at work? First of all, always use wisdom. You need to have precise examples of some of the toxic behaviors they have in that workplace. You should never reprimand someone based on assumptions. You need to have some real examples on what they did wrong. So there should be at least one or more eyewitnesses so that it won't be your word against theirs. And this has to be done either by someone on a higher rank than them or by HR. So for instance, say they talk roughly to an employee. Call them aside. It can be in your office, for example, and address it with them. And then remind them that employees deserve some respect. Because if they're not doing their part of the job, that business will not be running properly. You shouldn't entertain toxic behavior in the company, even among the leadership. And if that manager or director is not happy and wants to leave, listen, let them go. Yep, you heard me right. Because it's better to have a toxic person leave the company with their toxicity and allow everyone else to finally breathe again, okay? And if it's on an employee that's being toxic, let your direct manager handle it first. They need to call them aside and address it, and then listen to what they have to say and try to understand why they do that. Try and find out the reason why they behave like that. If it is a personal issue, tell them to deal with it outside the walls of the company and see if you can help them in any way. But when at work, they need to respect everyone they meet. Remind them of the rules and good practice of a good workplace culture. If they just can't stand being around a particular colleague, if possible, separate them from each other. It can be like proposing remote working on certain days, one after the other, for example, okay? So that there can be peace and the rest of the team can have their peace of mind as well. Because no one wants to wake up in the morning to go to work in a strifing environment. And if they still keep on with their toxicity, take it to HR and they should be given a warning. However, if still that warning is not enough, well then goodbye, sir. Goodbye, ma'am. Fired. Maybe that's what they're looking for anyway. Because if 2 strong warnings are not enough, I don't know what else you're looking for. See? I told you not everyone is going to be happy with this particular topic because it hits some nerve. Well, good stuff. It has to, because these are real issues going on in some workplaces and it needs to be addressed. Right. This ends our topic on how to spot and deal with toxicity in a workplace. Hope you found it insightful. And if you need some help to implement all these into your company because you're so tired of seeing good employees leaving your company, get in touch at info@giftslightconsulting.com and we'll walk you through how we work with companies in a way that is tailored to their situation and we help them in their journey to attracting and retaining the best talents and building a healthy workplace culture. Okay, so get in touch. The address again is info@giftslightconsulting.com. All right, this ends our topic for this month. I hope you enjoyed it. Sit back and enjoy for the last time our song for this month, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
I used to hear stories about this place where you can be safe and all of the things that worry you fade away, 'cause they don't hold weight in it. I found it hard to believe, 'cause how could a place like that be a reality? And then I found it for myself, now I don't wanna leave. So much better than what I was told. No, it ain't nothing like I've ever felt before. Trying to sum it up, but words escape me. All I know is I'm so in love with this place. I wanna spend every minute of my days in it. 'Cause when I'm here, I'm no longer afraid. And there's a remedy for all of my pain. There's a peace I feel that cannot be explained in it. Doors are always open. Don't matter if you're broken, you can go inside. All the weight you're holding, be gone within a moment. You're free now, free to receive all that you need, more than you could ask for. This serenity will never live. Everything in it is pure. It's so amazing. The more you get lost and hit, the more you end up finding yourself. You can be all that you are. You don't have to perform and act like you're somebody else. No more hiding. Just let go. There's no place you be more safe than this. You can let out all your tears. Feelings always near. Tryna sum it up, but words escape me. of your trauma. No more suicidal thoughts. All anxiety gotta stop. No more change. All addiction must break. Everything around you changes. I used to hear stories about this place, and now I have tasted and seen that it's good. It's your presence, love.